Cowboy fans and YouTubers? Is that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you? Woo! Let's just get into it, shall we? If you didn't hear, you know the talk that Cowboys suck and, they can't win nothing and all this other bull and rumors and made up stuff over the years. Okay, fine. The team's bad. The coaching has been bad. The management has been bad. But here's the funny thing. As much as everybody hates on the team, they want our players. They want our coaches. They wish they had an organization that can make as much money as the Joneses. So as much as y'all hate, y'all really just love us. That's all it is. You hate Dak, but any team in the league would want him. You hate our coaches, but you interview them as soon as there's a vacancy. You hate our front office because you think they can't come up with a real football team, but you wish you had their kind of money. That's not hate, that's jealousy. You want our players, you want our coaches, you want our kind of front management. But that's okay. That's all right. You can't have it all, as they say. But as the Chicago Bears have learned, you can request. Special defensive assistant George Edwards has had a request from the Chicago Bears to look at their vacant defensive coordinator position. Chuck Pagano has retired, and they're looking to fill the position, and George Edwards' name is on the top of their list. We'll see if he takes the request and goes for an interview. We don't know how that's going to work out because we really don't know what exactly he did for the team last season. He was just a special assistant, advisor, whatever you want to call him, to the defense. And the defense wasn't that great, so we don't know exactly what it was he was supposed to be doing. Next up, the Eagles. These guys have no clue what they're doing. They have requested not only to interview Kellen Moore for their head coaching position, but now it's come out that they have also requested John Fossil to look at the head coaching position. Now, that's our offensive coordinator and our special teams coordinator, all requested from the Eagles to interview for their head coaching vacancy. Now, I think the Eagles are pulling at straws and just hoping something sticks, but when you and Houston are the only two teams that really have no head coaching guys want to stick around yet, that kind of means something. That your organizations are so bad right now that nobody wants to touch you, especially as a coach. So y'all can request away right now. We don't think Kellen Moore has taken a second look at the position because there's no word that he accepted the interview. And John Fossil, I'm pretty sure he probably won't accept it either, but you never know. Some guys want to move on and up in their jobs, and it's their option to do so. Technically, the Cowboys cannot deny the request for interviews because it's a promotion. It's not a lateral move. If it was, defensive coordinator to defensive coordinator, they can deny those. But because it's a coordinator moving up to a head coach, those cannot be denied by the teams. So Moore and Fossil have the option to take the Eagles up on the head coach interviews and see what happens. Some of the reports are that they just want to basically needle Moore's brain and get some information out of him, especially about how to fix Carson Wentz, or if he has any ideas on how to fix Carson Wentz. They're not really interested in actually hiring people. They just want to see what these coaches have that could fix their quarterback, and steal those ideas basically and just give them to another coach. That's all they're doing, which is something Eagles are dirty for. Just picking your brain, trying to figure out what sticks, and then using your idea. Not original. But that's the coaching news from the Cowboys right now. We still have no word on any kind of defensive line replacements yet, since Jim Tomsula was let go. So we'll have to see who might fill that position. We still don't know Lindquist and Al Harris, if they're still going to be on the team. We don't know if George Edwards might want to stick around after he's getting some head coaching looks. So coaching-wise, we still have a ways to go. Much like the next thing I'm going to bring up, Dak Prescott. It's a thing last year, the year before, that they didn't pick him in the time they had a chance, and it ended up biting them in the butt. Last year, they had a deal done in principle before the deadline, well, just after the deadline ran out. So you'd think, if there was something already on the table, why can't we just revisit that and get a deal done right now? Who knows? It could be a change of numbers. It could be anything that's holding this thing up right now to why they haven't just gotten it done. They could be waiting for the news cycle so they could steal the headlines from the championship games. They could be trying to steal the headlines from the Super Bowl. They could be trying to steal the headlines right after the Super Bowl. Who knows? If something is in place, they're just not telling us. But about Dak Prescott, I, myself, and the others on YouTube have said that he is now walking. I'd still hold on to the crutch, but he could throw it away. And he's doing a little bit of workouts at the Star in the HydroWorks pool, which takes pressure off his ankle, but he can still get a workout on. And the movement and everything is coming back better, and he's basically ahead of schedule. But NFL Memes had a joke about the Dallas Cowboys. Basically, it tweeted out that since 1997, how many NFC championship appearances has Tom Brady been in? 1. How many have the Dallas Cowboys been in? 0. How many years since 1997 has Tom Brady been in the NFC? 1. How many years has the Cowboys been in the NFC and still not made it? 24. Like, okay, NFL Memes or ESPN got jokes, right? Stephen A, he got jokes and all that. But apparently Dak Prescott didn't take too kindly to that meme, and he tweeted out a response, and in it he tagged Zeke and said, "Zeke, hold my crutches." Now, for a guy who may not be with this team in the future, he sounds like he's ready to go. He sounds like he wants to get back in the grind, and he wants to take this team to a Super Bowl. He doesn't want to mess around anymore, and that should light a fire under the Joneses. I mean, if nothing else, from your quarterback literally telling the NFL, "Hold my crutches because I'm coming back and I'm going to be better than ever," to your coaches trying to get poached by other teams. That tells you, Joneses, your window for championships is closing fast, and y'all need to stop mucking around and get things done. Stop BSing on bargain basement free agents. Stop making horrible decisions in the draft. Because, let's be honest, after the first or second rounds, y'all haven't been perfect. I mean, you've gotten lucky, a couple of hits, but in the long run, these guys don't make it. You haven't had a quality safety since Darren Woodson and Roy Williams. And that's been 2001 or so? That's a long time. Defensive tackle that was decent, that's been a long time too. Corners, yeah, you've had a couple here and there, but they've never been, the all-pro shutdown guys. I mean, it was thrown to Byron Jones to be a shutdown corner, but he was never, voted to Pro Bowls or anything like that because of his shutdown abilities. Hence, that's why they let him go. Because unlike him, Trayvon Diggs couldn't be a shutdown corner because he's shown already in his rookie season that even though he may get burned, he's also making plays and picking the ball off and causing turnovers. That's something more than Byron Jones was doing for us in his 5 years. But, they just find it interesting that Dak Prescott, he's raring to go. Now the question is, Joneses, are you ready to go? Has enough crap been thrown your way to tell you that it's time to nut up or shut up? It's been far too long. You've been playing around with people's lives and their money all these years, and you have nothing to show for it. It's time. All that other drama that y'all cause and create, it's over. If this team is not focused on winning and that's not the culture you are trying to bring to this team, then something needs to change. You need to give up ownership or something, because just getting merchandise sales and filling the stadium and to watch a losing team is not how the NFL should be. Y'all may think it's fun because you're making money off of it, but the fans like us, we don't want to keep watching that. And the NFL doesn't want to either, because if you're a bad team, you won't get those primetime games anymore. And they've already shown that they're kind of tired of it. So, after all that, recap, special assistant advisor / advisor George Edwards has been requested to be interviewed by the Chicago Bears for their vacant defensive coordinator position, and the Philadelphia Eagles have requested an interview with John Fossil for their vacant head coaching position. And NFL memes and ESPN got jokes on the Cowboys' expense that Tom Brady has done more in one season than the Cowboys have done in a quarter century. And Dak Prescott isn't willing to sit around and let him get away with that one. So are you ready, Cowboys? Are you ready, Cowboys fans? Is it finally that time for us to get one? You'd hope so. But that's all I got for y'all today. Sorry for making this a little bit long. I hope y'all have a good day. Take care. Stay safe. This is VA Dallas Cowboy fan. Out. What up, Cowboy fans and YouTubers? Is that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you again. Just when I was finishing up my last video, I see word from the Twitterverse that the Philadelphia Eagles are interviewing Kellen Moore today, per NFL Network and Ian Rappaport. That is the breaking news, that the Eagles are interviewing Dallas Cowboys offensive coordinator Kellen Moore for the head coaching position today. All right, later.